Some people dream of love as if it's a magical cure-all, a partner who will understand them, complete them, and make life feel lighter. But the truth is, relationships are not just about romance and flowers. They require emotional maturity, patience, communication skills, and self-awareness. Without those qualities, no matter how much you crave connection, you may find yourself struggling to truly sustain a healthy bond. Wanting love and being ready for love are two different things, and sometimes the harsh reality is that you might not be in the right place to handle a relationship at all. That's not an insult, it's an opportunity for growth. Today, we're diving into 8 signs that might mean you're not quite ready. Not because you're unworthy of love, but because a little self-work might be needed first. One of the clearest signs is that you rely on a relationship to fill a personal void. If you're entering love thinking it will fix loneliness, boost your self-worth, or rescue you from your unhappiness, you're setting yourself up for disappointment. Relationships can enhance your life, but they cannot be your entire life. If you haven't learned to feel complete and secure on your own, you'll put unrealistic pressure on your partner to make you happy at all times. That weight is unfair for anyone to carry, and over time it can turn even the most loving connection into a draining, codependent cycle. Love should complement your life, not complete it, because a relationship is healthiest when both people bring wholeness to the table, not pieces expecting the other to fix them. Another big sign is struggling with trust. Trust is the foundation of intimacy, and without it, everything starts to crack. If you've been betrayed in the past, it's normal to have scars. But if you find yourself constantly suspicious, checking your partner's phone, or assuming the worst without evidence, the relationship will quickly suffocate. Distrust doesn't just hurt the other person, it poisons your own peace of mind. When trust is missing, every harmless action feels like a potential threat, and you spend more time guarding yourself than enjoying the connection. This doesn't mean you should ignore red flags. But if every relationship you enter is approached with doubt before it even begins, it might be time to work on healing your own insecurities before bringing someone else into your emotional space. A third sign you might not be ready is difficulty communicating openly and respectfully. Arguments will happen in every relationship, that's normal. But how you handle them determines whether the bond grows stronger or weaker. If your first reaction to conflict is to shut down, lash out, give the silent treatment, or resort to insults, it's a sign of emotional immaturity. A healthy relationship needs 2 people who can express themselves without aiming to hurt, who can listen without preparing their next offense, and who can discuss issues without making every disagreement a battle for power. If you can't yet manage your emotions enough to communicate constructively, it's worth practicing these skills outside of a relationship so you don't sabotage one when it matters most. The 4th sign is that you haven't made peace with your past. If you're still holding on to resentment from a previous relationship, comparing every new person to your ex, or replaying old heartbreak in your mind, you're not giving the new connection a fair chance. Emotional baggage doesn't just disappear, it comes with you. And if it's not unpacked, it will eventually spill into your partner's life. Unresolved pain can make you overly guarded, quick to judge, or hesitant to trust. It can also lead to unfair expectations, where you hold your current partner accountable for someone else's mistakes. Before starting fresh, it's important to let go of the past enough to see the person in front of you for who they are, not as a reflection of who hurt you before. Another important sign is that you avoid personal accountability. Relationships require self-awareness, and part of that is admitting when you're wrong. If you're the type who always shifts blame, makes excuses, or refuses to acknowledge your role in problems, a healthy relationship will be nearly impossible. Nobody is perfect and mistakes will happen. What matters is whether you can own up to them, apologize sincerely, and make changes to avoid repeating them. Blaming your partner for every conflict might protect your ego in the short term, but it destroys trust and respect in the long run. Owning your flaws doesn't make you weak. It makes you trustworthy. The 6th sign you might not be ready for a relationship is an inability to balance independence and togetherness. Some people lose themselves completely when they fall in love, abandoning friends, hobbies, and personal goals to focus entirely on their partner. Others swing to the opposite extreme, guarding their independence so fiercely that they resist any form of compromise or shared planning. Healthy love is about blending lives without erasing individuality. If you can't yet find that balance, if you either disappear into the relationship or keep your partner at arm's length, you may need more time to develop your sense of self and learn how to coexist without losing your identity. The 7th sign is that you see relationships as constant drama or entertainment. Love isn't meant to be a non-stop roller coaster of passion, jealousy, and emotional highs and lows. If you get bored when things are calm or feel the need to create tension just to feel excitement, you might be confusing healthy love with chaos. Stable relationships will have moments of quiet comfort, and that's not a sign of something missing. It's a sign of maturity. If peace feels too plain for you, it might mean you're addicted to the adrenaline of instability rather than the deep security of a lasting bond. And finally, the eighth sign you might not be ready is a fear of vulnerability. Love requires letting someone see you. Really see you, flaws and all. If you keep your emotions locked away, hide your struggles, or refuse to let someone get close out of fear they'll hurt you, you're putting up walls that block genuine intimacy. Vulnerability is scary because it means giving someone the power to hurt you, but it's also the only way to experience the deepest, most rewarding parts of a relationship. If you're not ready to open up, that's okay. It just means your focus right now should be on building your own emotional safety before inviting someone else in. Recognizing these signs isn't about shaming yourself, it's about being honest. Relationships are a commitment, and if you step into one before you're ready, you risk hurting yourself and the other person. The best thing you can do for your future relationships is to work on these areas now, when you're single or in a period of self-reflection. That way, when love does arrive, you can greet it with the emotional tools, maturity, and readiness it deserves. Love isn't just about finding the right person, it's about being the right person. And when you can handle yourself, you'll be far more capable of handling the beautiful, challenging, rewarding journey that is a real relationship.